I draw a lot of inspiration from my own proportions, whether that be the proportions of my body or the amount of time that I've been alive, or the distance it takes for me to get from my house to my studio. These kinds of measurements factor in very importantly into my work, and they become truths. I've always been interested in mythology. In school, I remember, I think it was probably around 5th or 6th grade, learning about some of the Greek gods, and I was just really fascinated by those characters. But before that, you know, I grew up with Superman and the Incredible Hulk and Bible stories, and of course sports heroes. So I think we're always looking for these evidence of superhuman beings that walk amongst us somehow. I tend to think that the comedian is one of the highest form of thinkers in the world, because they offer up a way to deal with all the crap that's happening. And if you can laugh at things, then that makes it a little bit easier for you to deal with it, you know. I laugh out loud at my own stuff in my studio, or I'll think about something that's funny, and then I have to figure out a way to translate that visually. Like, something that you say that is funny is different than something that you paint that is funny. The vegans came from a story from when I was in graduate school, and I was roommates with a couple of vegans, and it wasn't a great living situation. So I started to do horrible pictures of these two particular people. But after a while, I wasn't angry anymore, but I still wanted to draw these funny vegan characters. But the vegans kind of represented this mob mentality. It's like what happens when groups become extreme, and what happens when things really do get out of hand. But the vegans that I've created have almost no relation to real life vegans. For instance, my vegans only eat tofu, and they eat 1 block of tofu a year. So all of that, and they don't really care that much about animals or anything. They just care about themselves. So they've evolved. My version of veganism has evolved into something that's completely absurd and insane and unrealistic in a lot of ways. I'm very happy to have been invited here to Akron. Special thanks goes to, you know, the museum here for supporting me over the years. They've had a piece here in their collection of mine, Hold My Hand, for a number of years now. And the opportunity to show this body of work here is amazing. I've met really great people so far. The city has been very accommodating. You know, I'm a thrift shop and flea market junkie, so I've gotten a chance to go to some different thrift shops and flea markets while I was here.